Hello all, and welcome to Battle Shock. My name is Lucius, and today I'm going to tell you why the Beastclaw Raiders are the best army in Age of Sigmar. The Beastclaw Raiders are a nomadic band of ogres, known for riding great beasts throughout the realms, always seeking to sate their great hunger and stay ahead of their terrible curse. These hulking, brutish creatures don't care for plunder, glory, or the thrill of the fight. Their only concern is filling their bellies with the warmest, freshest meat available. The curse that drives them is known as the Everwinter. It is a sorcerous blizzard that is forever in pursuit. Those who are overtaken by the storm are ravaged by the cold, often freezing where they stand. Most Beastclaw Raiders ride to the edge of the storm, where they and their great beasts enjoy the chilly temperatures and the gale winds that drive them onward at great speed, making their curse into an advantage. To stand against the Beastclaw Raiders is to face death in one of two ways, either in the belly of your enemy or to be left frozen on the battlefield. So how does this army play? To put it simply, they are a giant wrecking ball you apply directly to your opponent's face. Most Beastclaw Raider units are incredibly powerful, putting out tons of attacks and being able to take a beating. Your army will be made up of monstrous units of ogres riding Stonehorns or Thunder Tusks, while being supported by Yetis, Mournfang Riders, or hunters with Tiger Packs. Stonehorns hit like a freight train and move nearly as fast as one. If that weren't bad enough, they are ridiculously tough, so when they charge you at the top of turn 1, which will happen if you're not prepared, you're going to be in a terrible position if anything is left alive. The other large beast in the army, the Thunder Tusk, is more of a ranged threat. I use the term threat lightly here because, when undamaged, they can dish out 6 mortal wounds with a single attack on a 2-up. As if that's not enough, the ogres who ride these beasts get attacks too. Like I said, they are a wrecking ball. Their biggest weakness is that they will always be outnumbered. By a lot. A 2,000-point Beastclaw army is likely to have 15 or less models on the table. Given that a number of missions are based around grabbing objectives, being so woefully outnumbered often proves a difficult hurdle to overcome. Despite the fact their units are so strong, this army can be difficult to succeed with. It's like a jackhammer that needs a surgeon's precision to operate successfully. Their Allegiance ability first allows you to reroll rolls of 1 when charging, and second allows you to see how the Everwinter affects your battle. Every turn you roll to see what bonus you get from the descending storm. You could get a buff to movement, or saves, or have a chance to deal mortal wounds. This Allegiance ability is okay, but many players find that ditching the Beastclaw Allegiance to play a straight destruction is worth the sacrifice, as that lets you gain access to something this army doesn't have on its own: cheap bodies. A very successful tournament list combined hard-hitting Beastclaw Raiders with large units of goblins that sit on objectives. Now, since the General's Handbook 2017 has come out, that list has been a little bit nerfed, but it is still dangerous. One of the benefits of fielding such an elite army is that they are ridiculously easy to collect. In fact, if you can find the Icewind Assault box set, most of your work is already done for you. For an army composed mainly of monsters, it's surprisingly affordable. Few models means very little painting, too. There's one other downside of this army that you need to consider, and that's the social aspect. There is huge gotcha potential with this army, that if your opponent isn't familiar with the list and the Beastclaw abilities, they could find themselves tabled in no time flat. In friendly games, and especially in games teaching new players, it may be wise not to take a super competitive form of this list, as it can cause some hurt feelings. I've seen players driven from the game when a Thunder Tusk deleted their general at the top of turn 1, because he had no way of stopping it. So just a word of caution. So, if you like beating face, stomping your opponent's units, and being almost impossibly aggressive, then this is the army for you. Just be aware, you can very easily wipe out most of your opponent's army and still lose on objectives. And Beastclaw Raiders get a further bonus point for me for being relatively easy and cheap to collect. So mount up, get some tribal tats, and stay ahead of the storm, my friends. That is why Beastclaw Raiders are, without question, the best army in Age of Sigmar. It's science. Disagree? Hit me up in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.